going to tell you a story about how the rainbow started. This storybook is from the Bibles and it's called Noah and the Ark. When God first made the world, it was very beautiful. Everything was peaceful and everyone was happy. But people did not respect the world or each other. This made God sad. People were selfish, cruel, and wicked. They were mean to each other and fought over everything. This made God angry. One man above all others was good, honest, and hard-working. His name was Noah. God was pleased with Noah, his wife, and their 3 sons and wives. So one night, God spoke to Noah in a dream. I am going to flood the world and wash it clean again, God told Noah. You will need to build a huge wooden ark to save your family and 2 of every living creature. The next day, Noah, his wife, and their sons and their wives began the enormous task God had given them. They used the best wood they could find and slowly the ark took shape. We must give it a roof of reeds and coat it with tar to make it watertight, said Noah. Eventually, the ark was finished. It was 133 meters long, 22 meters wide, and 13 meters high. There were 3 decks with lots of different rooms for Noah, his family, and all the animals. Now we must find food for everyone, said Noah. And while they loaded the ark, Noah's neighbours looked on and laughed. Next, Noah collected 1 pair of every animal just as God had asked him to. And the animals walked, hopped, crawled, slithered, and were carried 2 by 2 onto the ark. Noah's neighbours laughed even louder, but Noah trusted God. One week later, God sent the first storm cloud and it began to rain. Rivers, lakes, and oceans quickly swelled. Water flooded the land and the ark floated away. But Noah and his family trusted God to keep them safe. It rained and it rained and the world was washed clean by an enormous flood, as God had wished. Soon even the highest mountains were covered by the water, and still the rain came. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Then As quickly as it started, it stopped. The ark came to rest on the top of a huge mountain. I can't see anything but water, said Noah, peeking out. Then God sent a wind to begin drying up the water, and the sun shone down on the flood. And Noah waited for a week. Then he sent out a raven. If there is a dry land anywhere, the raven will find it, he said to himself. This time the dove flew back, but the raven soon came back to the ark. Noah waited another week and sent out a dove. This time the dove flew back with an olive branch. When Noah sent the dove out the next week, it did not return. The dove had found land. And may God said to Noah, the flood is over. It is time for you and your family to leave the ark. Go out into the world with the creatures and begin again, said God. God promised never to flood the world again. As a sign of his vow, he made a rainbow to remind everyone of his promise. The end. Stay safe.